This, my friends, is the Swish Edition.
Hey, Dale. Didn't you used to be big in podcasts?
I was always big. It's the podcast that got small.
The global pop culture phenomenon. Swish Edition with Dale and Scott. Coast to coast, downloaded in 140 countries every week. This is the Swish Edition.
System activate.
To the world. This is the Swish Edition.
International sensation.
Downloaded in 140 countries every damn week. The Swish Edition. The Swish Edition. The Swish Edition.
You're listening to the Swish Edition.
Our world is coming crumbling down.
How much more of this can I take?
Even on the darkest nights, there is hope in the new dawn.
First show of 2021.
Yeehaw!
Here we are, together again in the studio. Dale and Scott.
What you gonna do?
Gonna read this script and tell you all the new news, the pop culture crap.
Hungry.
Nobody cares about that. He hasn't had his dinner yet, so he's a little grumpy. Get by. We'll go through it quick. How about that?
Bye now.
You want me to run the closing music?
Yes.
And that is the shortest episode of the Swish Edition. How are you?
I'm okay.
Good. We made some money today.
I know.
Sold our pellet stove.
Oh yeah, that was the first time it was all thanks to my sister.
Yeah, your sister was a good negotiator.
Yeah. Although it didn't take much negotiating. He just literally just glanced around. He was like, "All right, you got a deal."
When we bought our new house, it came with a pellet stove instead of a fireplace, and we really wanted a fireplace. So out went the pellet stove, and in went the fireplace, and now we can burn our beloved crackling Duraflame logs.
Duraflame. I couldn't think of the name of it.
So much easier than putting real wood in there.
Yeah.
Anyway, hey, so The Rock, you know The Rock, Dwayne Johnson.
Yes. Can you smell what The Rock is cooking?
And now I'm going to have to edit that because that was way too loud. Thank you for giving
I tried to back away.
Thanks for giving me more work to do. So he's been named the most likable person in the world. And it's funny because I thought I was the most likable person in the world.
Really?
Yeah.
I thought it was Dolly Parton.
She's right up there. She's right up there. Well, Johnson was named the most likable person from The Profile, which is a newsletter. I've never heard of it before, but apparently they've got some pull. He's also the highest paid actor in Hollywood. Did you know that?
I did not know that.
Right
I would
now,
not have guessed.
I mean, he's got TV projects. He's got movie projects. He's in everything.
Yeah.
Doing really well. I liked his show, Ballers, on HBO. Did you ever watch that?
No.
It was so good.
Never watched it.
It was kind of fun. It was kind of like Entourage.
Entourage.
But
and I didn't
football.
care for Entourage either.
Oh, well, I think you would have liked this. He's currently working on a new show called Young Rock, which is a sitcom for NBC that's coming out sometime next year or this year or later this year about his early years when he was a wrestler and stuff.
Yeah.
I don't know if he's playing himself. I don't think so because he's much older than he was then.
Yeah.
But he's involved, obviously.
It's going to be like a young Sheldon.
Yeah, something like that. Maybe he's doing voiceovers or, hey, this is what happened to me back then. Right.
Like Jim Parsons is on the Young Sheldon.
Love Young Sheldon.
Yeah.
You know what I love about Young Sheldon is that, so Big Bang, which we watch constantly, was a traditional 3-camera show with an audience, and Young Sheldon is a 1-camera show without an audience.
I like it a lot.
And I like it a lot, and I think it's really good. But yeah, Jim Parsons voices himself.
We probably got some episodes to catch up on, right?
We do. I think there's some on the DVR.
The Diver.
Anyway, Dwayne Johnson's his motto is blood, sweat, and respect. First 2 you give, the last one you earn. Oh. Gotta earn your respect.
Oh.
Apparently, he's also a weird lover of. He's got a weird love for peanut butter. He's a weird lover. He is a weird lover.
I'm a weird lover.
Anyway, he loves peanut butter, so That's why I named this episode Blood, Sweat, and Peanut Butter.
Love it. Love it.
I can't eat peanut butter.
You can.
Got some news, celebrity news here. Legendary talk show host and pitchman Larry King is in the hospital with COVID.
Oh, no.
Damn it. He's been in the hospital for 10 days now. He's 87 years old. He's had a couple heart attacks. Hopefully he'll pull through. He was big on CNN before CNN went to all commentary at night. He did his really classic interview show at 9 o'clock. I think he had the 9 to 10 hour. Wasn't that him? Larry King Live?
See,
I think it was 9. Maybe it was 8.
He was on CNN before I watched the news.
Yeah. No, but he was there for years and years, and he interviewed everybody.
Yeah.
Everybody.
No, I remember.
It was the show to do.
And the Larry King show was, after CNN, was something that you watched.
Yeah.
No, not so much.
Right.
Because now he's like pushing vitamins and stuff.
Well, now he's in the hospital. Hopefully he will recover.
Right.
So I want to tell people that they need to relax. We talk about this on the show a lot.
Yes, I've seen this, and it was just stupid.
So
at
stupid.
What makes news.
Jennifer Aniston from Friends fame and The Morning Show, if you guys haven't seen it on Apple TV Plus, it's fucking amazing.
Mm-hmm.
She posted last week a picture on her Instagram story of an ornament, a Christmas ornament from 2020 called Our First Pandemic 2020.
Right.
That's it. There was no tagline. There was no comment. It was just a picture of this ornament. And she got more shit from it. People basically saying that she was being morbid and offensive to the many people who have lost their lives during COVID. It's just so stupid. People
understand.
People have no... Come on. I mean, yes. Lots of people have died. Yes, lots of people are suffering. It's been a horrible year for all of us.
But I'm not stopping my life for... You can't.
And my first it is our first it's my first pandemic.
Mm-hmm.
So it's just a fact. My first pandemic, 2020.
And we even did that picture with us holding toilet paper and sanitizer.
We did, right in front of our Christmas tree. Did we get any shit for that? No.
Did we post it somewhere?
I think I put it on Facebook or Insta. I don't know. We did it for a Christmas ornament.
Yeah.
There you go. We're just as bad as Jennifer Aniston.
Right.
Scotty in space. Do you know what this is all about?
Star Trek.
This is really cool. This is really cool, you guys. So actor James Doohan, who was the original Scotty on the original Star Trek back in the 60s.
Is he Hunter Doohan's dad?
Oh, my goodness. Do you know I don't know? I doubt it.
I doubt it.
I doubt it, but I don't know.
It's just an unusual last name, and now there's two.
Well, he died, 15, 20 years ago. But James Doohan's ashes were smuggled aboard the International Space Station 12 years ago inside pictures of him. So the guy who brought it on was he was the first private citizen in space, an engineer named Richard Galliot. And he smuggled the ashes on behalf of the family because that was one of his wishes. It was one of his dying wishes that his ashes would go into space. He traveled some 1.7 billion miles and orbited the Earth over 70,000 times.
Wow.
Yeah. He died in 2005. He was 85 years old. That's what he wanted, and he got it. NASA has been contacted, and they have so far refused to comment on this.
I mean, you can't get mad about that.
So
what are you going to do?
It got past them. They didn't see it. Everything is Everything that goes to the space station is logged and
No, I get it.
They need to know what's going up there. Obviously,
Right. I mean,
you can't just take a Bic lighter or something.
Right. You wouldn't want to take anything that would be dangerous. Although this, I don't think would be anything to worry about. But I honestly don't think if you were even upfront with them that they would have a problem with it.
They probably would have been fine with it, but they did it under the table. They didn't let anybody know about it.
Yeah.
But I think that's kind of cool. So Scotty, who traveled in space in pretend land, actually did it.
Actually got to go.
Post life.
Good for him. Good for Richard Garriott. Garriott?
Garriott. Garriott.
Garriott?
I don't know. Depends on where you're from.
I don't know.
It's like Buchanan County in Southwest Virginia. It looks like Buchanan.
Yeah.
But the people there call it Buckhannon.
Buchanan.
Which is
that's also
completely wrong, but that's how the people there say it.
I won't bring this up because you don't want people to know where we are, but there's also a town here, not far from here, that always gets mispronounced. And the way it's mispronounced is the way it should be pronounced, but it's not pronounced that way.
All right. Well, it's like the state of, isn't it Nevada and Nevada? One is correct, and the way people in Nevada say it is wrong.
That's just a pronunciation. But
so is Buchanan and Buchanan,
I guess.
Right?
Yeah.
So what's the town that you're talking about?
You want me to say?
It's out of the bag. It's out of the bag.
Lewis.
Okay. Lewes.
Right, which is not Lewis. It should be like lose. Everyone, if you ever go down to the beach and people are looking for their way, usually to get to the ferry, and there's like, how do I get to lose? It's like, what the hell are you talking about?
Lewis.
Because that's the way it should be said, because that's the way it's spelled, but it's Lewis.
Crazy.
But I suspect the town is named after some man.
People are stupid. Most people are stupid, so you have to just go with stupid. Let's talk about this because this is stupid.
This is crazy.
Literally minutes before we sat down to tape this podcast, because we tape it, so you guys are listening to it on Tuesday, maybe. That's when it comes out. We tape it on Monday night. It's Monday night here on the East Coast. It is 6:57 p.m. on the East Coast. The next item on our thing to talk about is the former Bond girl and Charlie's Angels star, Tanya Roberts, has passed away. Turns out she did not pass away.
No.
As of 6:58 Eastern Standard Time on Monday, January 4th. She's still alive.
It's crazy,
This is so crazy. So all day I thought this woman died. Since yesterday, her husband thought she died.
Right.
He wasn't allowed to visit her in the hospital. She collapsed on Christmas Eve while she was walking her dogs. Not from COVID, not from any medical condition that they knew about. She wasn't sick. But she's in the hospital. She's been in the hospital since Christmas Eve, and she was on a ventilator because she had trouble breathing. And somehow the information got to her husband that she died, and he told her publicist, and it got out there. And all day today, Monday, people thought that Tanya Roberts was dead. Tanya Roberts, as of right now, maybe she is when people are listening to this, but she's not dead.
I mean, she's certainly not doing well, but she's technically alive.
Right. Is this crazy news? And then people are so willing to jump the gun, right? And report this stuff until they, I guess if a publicist announces that a star has died, then the media is going to believe them and report it.
As they should.
Right.
I mean, there should be no reason to lie.
If you guys don't know her, she's been in everything. She played Donna's mother on over 80 episodes of That 70s Show. She was a Bond girl in A View to a Kill, which was a great James Bond movie. It was.
There's no such thing as a great James Bond movie.
Oh, well, I beg to differ on that. And of course, she was also on the 5th season of Charlie's Angels. She was the last angel to be cast.
Oh.
Anyway, she, as of right now, she's still alive. Unfortunately, Dawn Wells, who played Ginger, she played Mary Ann on Gilligan's Island, did pass away. Well, apparently. Maybe she didn't. Maybe she's still alive too.
Who knows?
Who knows?
You just can't believe anyone now.
The media is reporting that Dawn Wells passed away at age 82, and she died of COVID on December 30th.
Yikes.
She now leaves just one original actor left alive. That's Tina Louise, who played Ginger.
She's the Betty White.
She is the surviving cast member. That's right. Betty White, as far as we know, at 7 p.m. on Eastern Standard Time on Monday, Betty White is still alive.
I know. Maybe we should start a what are those things? A Google alert for Betty White. And
I'm not doing it. I mean, it's inevitable at some time during her, soon. Not soon, but I hope it's not soon. She's I think Betty White's out of the public eye now. She's not working anymore.
Yeah, I don't even think she's doing that sitcom anymore.
Oh, she's not doing anything, no.
Yeah.
But hopefully she's doing well. But I feel bad for Ginger. Not Ginger. No, Ginger's still alive. I feel good for Ginger. Ginger and Tanya Robert alive.
Yes.
Marianne dead.
Correct.
There we are.
As of now.
Oh my God. I don't have my funny buttons anymore. I'm not supposed to press buttons.
No.
Another death. Oh my God. This is all about death.
This is a
today.
horrible
This is a horrible episode. Legendary French clothing designer Pierre Cardin has died. He died last Tuesday at 98 years old. He is revolutionary, not because he created great fashions, which he did, but because he was the first one to use his name on other products. So he was really into the branding of his. He took his name and his likeness and branded it to other stuff beyond just designing dresses and stuff.
Because the brand is the product.
Right, but he was the first one to do it. So he lent his name to cigarettes and perfumes and luggage, and he was the first one to do that. Now everyone does it.
Right.
I mean, you can buy Lindsay Lohan perfume. You can buy Tanya Roberts luggage. You know, it's all out there.
Right.
But he was the first one. He really revolutionized that.
That I did not know.
Yeah, Pierre Cardin, dead at 98.
Pierre Cardin.
Speaking of product tie-ins, this is crazy. And, you know, I thought I'd seen everything. I have not. I have not seen everything.
I got something to say about this.
There is a new line of teas, like literally tea that you drink.
Yeah.
TEA. It branded with the Mandalorian.
You've seen nothing until you come out to the grocery store and you find a Mandalorian mandolin.
There is not a Mandalorian mandolin.
Not yet.
Oh, but you want there to be one.
There should be.
Oh. In the grocery store?
Wherever you buy mandolins.
Where do you buy them? That is
At the grocery store.
The musical instrument?
A mandolin, the thing where you put the vegetable in and you go up and down.
Oh, is that what it's called?
Mandolin. That's a mandolin, right?
Maybe. I'll have to look it up.
Mandolin. I'm almost sure.
I think you might be right. I don't know if
Is that why you were laughing at me?
I don't know if
you think I was buying musical instruments.
I thought you were talking about a musical.
Store?
Yeah, that's what I thought you were talking about.
I know what you're talking about, but I can't think. I'm not sure.
A mandolin.
A mandolin.
I know what you're talking about now. It's the thing that you can cut like potatoes into julienne slices and
like
shit.
Onions.
Yeah,
and,
right.
Yeah.
To make like
mandolin.
Yeah.
So they should make a Mandalorian mandolin.
Maybe you should get on that. Right. Maybe Beth Wikimedia should create one.
I think I mentioned this at Christmas time, and I just thought it was so funny.
So the Mandalorian teas are put out by a company called the Republic of Teas, and their tagline for this is "Enjoy the flavors of the far reaches of the galaxy."
Well, the Republic of Tea, that's a big brand.
Yeah, it's got pictures of the Mandalorian and the chick and the Grogu. It's all on there.
Yeah,
you can drink it.
No, the canisters look actually pretty cool.
They are very cool. I would just get one just for that reason.
What kind of tea it is? It doesn't really say.
Tea. It's good tea.
Oh, I see it. Green tea is Grogu.
Yeah.
Black tea is the Mandalorian. Mm-hmm. And herb tea is that girl's name we can't remember.
It's hard to see. But we're going to drink it anyway. On January 1st of every year, a whole slew of creative works fall out of their 95-year copyright, which is very interesting. It's usually 75 years, but for the years between 1925 and 30 or something, it's for some reason 95 years. So, which is really interesting. So this year, the wonderful book, The Great Gatsby by F. Scott Fitzgerald is now in the public domain. So when I'm done with this podcast, I'm going to go upstairs and release a copy of The Great Gatsby and see how much money I can make.
Yeah.
Also, books by Agatha Christie and Virginia Woolf and Edith Wharton are up for grabs. So we could make movies. Wow. We could make an Agatha Christie movie from one of her books and get away with it, not have to pay anybody. Also, music.
I guess that's fair.
Yeah, music by Duke Ellington, Bessie Smith, silent movies by Buster Keaton and Harold Lloyd. He was the guy that was hanging off the clock face. Remember that movie?
Yes.
Those are all in the public domain now, so anybody can show them anytime they want for free.
We should have like a Facebook watch party.
I think we should make the gay Gatsby. Actually, I just came up with a great idea.
Did you?
It was a mistake.
How great is it?
We should make the gay Gatsby. Let's do it.
All right.
You want to?
Not really.
All And so we're not leaving you yet, but I want to play this because we can, because we don't have to,
because we
don't have to pay anybody. This is the first time ever recorded, a sax solo recorded on film. This is Ben Burney's "A Sweet Georgia Brown." So it's kind of fun that we don't have to pay for that.
Now it's legal.
It's a great song, Sweet Georgia Brown, right?
Yeah.
You guys hear it at baseball games. Not baseball games. Usually the Harlem Globetrotters, I think, use this song a lot.
I was going to say, it sounds familiar.
Yeah.
I've definitely heard it
I think the Harlem Globetrotters have used it a lot. And then now they don't have to pay for it. Because it's in the
Oh,
public
that's
domain.
right. You know, I've seen them once. Only once.
Did you in person?
Yeah.
I never did. And I saw them on Gilligan's Island. Do you remember the Harlem Globetrotters on Gilligan's Island?
No.
Yeah. They did a guest spot on there.
How do you make a story? How did they get there? Were they on a ship too?
How did anybody get there? I mean, they had tons of guest stars. How did they get there? I don't know. We got something to talk about, though. We talked about it a little bit last week, but this is actually the premiere week. This Friday,
it is
January 8th, is the premiere episode of the Binge Bum podcast. What's it all about, Dale?
What's it all about? Well, you know, I think I had said this. I was actually thinking about this earlier, and I didn't remember where I said it. But, you know, Binge Bum was born out of the pandemic.
Right.
We were at home, and there was nothing to do, so you just streamed tons and tons and tons and tons of content.
Right.
So we wanted to talk about it. And so Binge Bum was born as a website, but then we thought we could do better. We're going to bring it to light as a podcast.
Nice. Who's going to be on this podcast?
Well, of course we are.
It's you and
but
me.
here's the fun part. So you got to cut that off because that's annoying me now.
Oh, you don't want the music anymore?
No.
All right.
But here's the fun part. So I've been working on this and trying to get things all together because we're going to do this Thursday and ready for Friday.
Mm-hmm.
And no one outside of this house has heard this amazing jingle.
Except we played it last week.
Did we?
Yeah.
No. Did I forget?
Did. Yeah, well, you forgot.
Oh, okay. Well, here it is again.
Oh, you want me to play it?
That's what. Yeah, I thought.
All right.
It's the Binge Bum Podcast. Whoa, it's time to talk about our favorite shows from all the streaming networks all across the globe, from Netflix to Hulu to Disney Plus and HBO. Get ready for fun and lots of show reviews. It's Binge Bum coming to you.
The thing is, that is going to become very annoying.
No, not to me. Listen, I sing it all day long.
I know you can't get it out of your head.
Stuck in my head. Well, I'm
Man,
excited.
do I love it? I love how great it came out.
I'm excited about sitting down here with you on Thursday night to tape it and then release it this Friday, January 8th. If you guys want, please go subscribe on your favorite podcast app.
Yeah, go subscribe now.
Yeah.
There's a little trailer up there just to kind of get the apps to work.
Just to whet your appetite.
And then, you'll get it on Friday at some point.
Let's talk about some broadcast TV stuff. Gordon Ramsay's Hell's Kitchen is returning to Fox Television this Thursday, January 7th.
I can't wait for this.
I'm excited about this because I'm a huge fan of Gordon's. I follow him on Insta. I watch all of his cooking shows. I try to emulate the things that he cooks. He's just really good at it. And apparently, the behind-the-scenes information is he's really not a bad guy. He's not that guy you see on these shows. Right. He's not mean to people.
No.
He loves yelling. It's for TV. He's actually a really great guy.
Right.
And when he yells at people and he kicks them off the show, he goes and sits down with them and he talks to them about, what they can do with their career and stuff.
Heard that
He's a
before,
really good
too.
guy.
Yeah.
So apparently what they did is, I didn't know this. They've taped the 19th and 20th seasons before pandemic, and they've just been sitting on the shelf waiting to be shown. So they were done over a year ago.
Right.
So they're showing 19 starting this Thursday. 20's coming next summer.
Yeah.
But they're done. They're not live. They've been done and been in the can for a while. But this one that's starting is the 19th season. It's starting. It's was taped all in Las Vegas, where Hell's Kitchen is. The actual restaurant.
Right. They're doing it there.
A lot of it will be done. A lot of it will be featured. Yeah. Well, the restaurant will be featured in the show.
Right.
Yeah.
Oh, of course.
We love Hell's Kitchen in Vegas. It's right in front of Caesar's Palace.
We went there like 3 times, I think.
Yeah. Yeah.
It was good.
Once by ourselves, once with my parents, once with our friend Chris. I think 3 times. Yeah.
Yeah, 3 times.
And maybe we'll go again because guess what?
I can't.
Can we announce it here? Dale and I are going back to Vegas. Not permanently.
Going back.
Are we going permanently?
Vegas.
Are we moving again?
I don't know. We can't move.
We can't possibly. It's too expensive to move across the country.
Yeah.
It's really expensive to move across the country. How do people do it?
I don't know.
Can't do it.
We've done it a lot.
We've done it twice. Once out, once back.
Right.
No, but excited. We're going back, we think, in March. COVID related. I mean, not COVID be damned. How about that?
There you go. That sounds better.
Yeah, you're ready to eat.
I am hungry.
Let's talk about Call Me Kat since we're in the broadcast section of our show. We both watched the premiere episode of Mayim Bialik's new show. This is her first show since Big Bang Theory. She played Amy Farrah Fowler. On Big Bang Theory. She was really good at that. She's playing a very different character now called Kat, who owns a cat cafe.
Yes.
There's actually real cats on the set.
I know.
Yeah, there's a cat wrangler that takes care of the cats.
Yeah,
apparently.
I kind of figured there would be something there.
Yeah. So they premiered it last night after football, or on Sunday night after football.
Yeah, because you can watch the first episode online.
For free. So if you guys missed it, go to fox.com. You can watch the first episode. That's how we watched it. It's moving to Thursday nights, though. So the next episode will be on this Thursday, January 7th. Also the same night as Hell's Kitchen, at 9 p.m. on Fox. So it's either after or before Hell's Kitchen. I don't know. This is like basically a Fox commercial.
I know.
They should send us some money.
There's also a new animated series coming to Fox, and it looks so funny, and I can't remember the name.
Exactly what we talked about last week. Exactly what we talked about. Stop bringing up shit that you don't know the whole story. He knew before I even said it. Anyway, what did you think about the first episode of Call Me Kat?
So
there's something annoying
out of 10.
Yeah, you laughed. I heard you laughing.
A 7.
Yeah. So the annoying thing about it is that she turns to the camera, she breaks the fourth wall, and she talks directly to the audience.
Yeah.
Several times during the episode.
Yeah, I'm not a huge fan of that, but I did notice it got less and less
as it went on.
It went on, and then the jokes were a little bit more funnier as it got on.
I have a prediction that they will drop that altogether as the show goes on because it's fucking annoying.
It's not. I don't enjoy it.
Her supporting cast is amazing.
The cast is great.
Leslie Jordan is in there, who
So
we absolutely
funny.
love. We've talked about him a lot on the show. I'd love to have him on the show.
That would be fun.
Let's invite him.
Yeah.
We've been good at getting people like that. Also, Swoosie Kurtz, who played the mother on Mike and Molly. She's on there as Kat's mother. And then Cheyenne Jackson, who's from Broadway. You all know him. Gay guy. He's funny. He can sing, and he's funny, too. So
Funny too.
check it out. You can check it out for free on fox.com.
Foxy.
Fox. No, just Fox, not Foxy. We watched, finally, we've talked about it on the show before, but we finally watched it. We watched Let Them All Talk a couple nights ago. This is the HBO Max movie with Meryl Streep and Diane Wiest, Candice Bergen, Lucas Hedges, and Gemma Chan. I loved it. I really loved it.
I didn't love it. I enjoyed it.
This is a Steven Soderbergh movie, and why it's so interesting to me, and I'm glad I knew this before I watched it, is that there was no script.
Right.
It was only an outline. So the actors were all allowed to improvise their lines. They knew what they had to get across. They knew what
They had a scenario.
They knew what had to happen in that scene.
Right.
But they were not given words. Another... You scared the shit out of me just now.
I just thought it was just going...
He made this face.
To go backwards.
He made this face, and he's looking over my shoulder, and I'm like, is there a hatch murderer behind me? Axe murder? Hatch? What's a hatch murderer?
Yes, go to foxy.com because there's a hatch murderer behind.
I think we need to eat. Anyway, the whole movie, guys, you have HBO, I'm sure, unless you're stupid. Go watch it. The whole movie was shot with natural light, very little equipment, no crew. It was filmed on the Queen Mary 2, which is a beautiful cruise ship crossing from New York to London. Apparently, they were on there both ways because it took that long to film the movie.
Oh.
So it wasn't just a one-way trip.
Yeah.
They did a whole round trip. It took them 2 weeks to film. Yeah, it took them 2 weeks to film the movie, which is amazing.
Fast.
That is fast. It's a good movie,
That's
y'all.
fast.
You gotta check it out. And Soderbergh himself was also the film. He edited the movie and he was the cinematographer. He took all the pictures. Cinematographer. And according to Diane Wiest in a recent interview, she said Soderbergh held the camera in a wheelchair and just rolled along.
Well, that makes sense.
Yeah.
That seems like it would work.
And Meryl Streep was paid only 25 cents for her role in the movie.
What?
She got a free cruise out of it, Dale.
That's not true.
That's what I read. I read that she was paid 25 cents for her movie, her role in the movie. Yeah, I believe it. She's got more money than God. What does she need more money for? She's played everybody. I mean, she's played everybody. She's done everything.
You always want more money.
You know what I love about her is that she can do super drama. She can do silly, like, what's that great movie with her and Roseanne, where she's the writer and Roseanne Barr is the jilted wife. She-Devil. Love She-Devil.
I have never seen it.
I've
never even heard of it.
Get out of town. How is that possible? You love Roseanne.
I do. I love Roseanne, the sitcom. Not her personally.
During the run of the original years of Roseanne, Roseanne Barr did this movie with Meryl Streep, and it's called She-Devil. It's great. I cannot believe you haven't seen it.
Never even heard of it.
It's classic.
Oh, right.
You will love it. You'll love every second of it.
Clueless is classic.
I do think Clueless is classic. All right. Maybe we should skip everything else and just go.
Okay.
You want to?
Yes, I'm hungry.
I'm sure there was other things I wanted to talk about. If you guys are a fan of Outer Banks, season 2 is now back in production, so that show will be back on Netflix sometime in 2021. They're being sued by some North Carolina English teacher who wrote a book, apparently with the same premise and the same characters, and they're suing the producers.
Because aren't they going to be in the Bahamas this second season?
Well, that would be a spoiler to season 1, so I don't know. Maybe.
It's over a year old.
Yeah, I think they will be. They got to follow that treasure.
There's no spoilers with that.
Yeah, so they're being sued, but everyone, I looked this up, a lot of people get sued for a lot of things. I mean, almost every movie or TV show that comes out, that people get sued because someone thinks that they stole their idea.
Right.
So, I mean, someone stole my idea for Sound of Music. I mean, I came up with that shit way before they did. I swear to God. Kidding, because I think that came out before I was alive. Oh my goodness.
A doe, a deer.
Right, that's it. That's all I got. Okay. You happy? You got something else to say?
I had something funny and I just lost all of it. So no, I'm done. Yes.
Maybe you can save it for the Binge Bum podcast.
Yeah, I'll save it for the next one.
All right. Bye, guys. We'll see you next week.
Bye.
You're listening to SwishEdition.com.
People are stupid. Most people are stupid, so
Yeah,
you have to just go with stupid.